What's up, guys? This is Soundwave Jordan here, and we are back once again with another video regarding Transformers: The Last Knight. And right now we are going to be doing the breakdown analysis of the newly released trailer that was released this morning. If you guys have not seen this trailer, I highly recommend you go check it out right now. This trailer was so freaking awesome. This was pretty much the hype action trailer, and I gotta say, it definitely got me pumped up for this movie. This movie is going to be so freaking awesome, and I cannot wait any longer. It's literally pretty much a month away. It releases June 21st, and it's right around the corner, and I gotta say, I'm pretty darn excited, especially after seeing that trailer. There were so many questionable things, especially one thing in particular, and I'm still confused by it. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are confused by it, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know what I'm talking about, that scene in the trailer, ... But holy, I'm sorry, I'm still distracted by it. It just drove me crazy, and I lost my marbles. I lost my beans. And right now we are going to be breaking down the trailer. I told you guys I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. I'm going to try to make it a bit smaller. I know my breakdowns are long, but you know, we're going to try to change it up this time, okay? So anyways, like I mentioned to you guys, this is an action trailer. There wasn't that much, you know, things going on in terms of the plot or speculation. This was pretty much the trailer to reel people in to watch the movie. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be analyzing this trailer real quick, and of course I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and everything around the area. So let's get on with it. Enough of me talking. Let's start right now. Alright, so the first thing we see in this trailer is the fact that we see Jared Carmichael's character on screen, and we actually get to see his character go crazy with Kay. They're both having an argument regarding the Transformers, and I gotta say, it's so freaking awesome seeing him in this freaking movie, trailer, whatever, because he brings so much humor to this TV screen, to the movie screen, and I actually laughed. I was actually laughing at his humor, because I gotta say, some of the things he did and some of the things he said in this trailer completely threw me off, and it just actually made me laugh. And I gotta say, I cannot wait to see his performance on the big screen, because he's gonna be one hilarious character that brings a lot of light to the dark mood inside the film. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. As we continue, we see more shots of the kids running from the Transformers Retaliation Force. Right here, they're running from the robots, as you guys can clearly see, and we see Katie Yeager step up and shoot one of them with one of his Cybertronian weaponry that he probably, you know, tinkered with, or probably made himself, since he was a inventor slash engineer, or whatever you guys like to call it. We also see some of the kids having fun with a Jeep right here, so you know, it's pretty darn awesome. And we see Bumblebee go on out and just take out that Transformers Retaliation Force robot. We also see Cogman. We hear Cogman voice acting for the first time. Let's actually hear his voice right now. I'm gonna go back a bit so you guys can hear it real quick.
You are needed, sir. Urgently.
You are needed, sir. Urgently. So you guys can clearly tell that Cogman is more of a, you know, a mature robot. He's not really based on humor. He doesn't really do any crazy things. He's just a mature robot who happens to serve Sir Anthony Hopkins. And I gotta say, you know, it's pretty darn nice to have that type of robot, because most of the time we always have a, you know, a Autobot that has some type of different personality. But this time we have Cogman, who's extremely formal, so that's pretty darn awesome, and I'm glad to know that he's going to be that type of character in the film, because it offers more character dynamics, and I'm really interested to see how he's going to interact with the other Autobots as well. So let's continue on. As we continue on, we see Sir Anthony Hopkins' little mansion, castle area. We see him talking, and we pretty much get to see the MTV Awards clip that we saw earlier this month. And you know, Hot Rod and Vivian are having their unique interactions with one another, and you know, Vivian still has to get used to having a giant transformer literally around her, walking her like a freaking dog or anything like that. So that's gonna be hilarious. Right here, I did not notice this before, but in this canyon scene that we've been seeing a lot of times in the trailer, this is actually a freaking ship. Right here, you guys can see that there is a there's some thrusters or some giant engine packs. I don't know what they're called exactly. Call me stupid, but pretty much we get to see this for the first time, at least from what I noticed, and because, you know, I did not notice it before, but I'm pretty sure that is a ship. You guys can clearly see the Cybertronian structure molded within the Earth's, you know, ground and all of that. So it's pretty interesting to see that we actually see some type of, you know, Cybertronian structure deep within the Knights Ages of the Transformers and all of that. So we also have a Transformer hovering above one of the Knights. I believe this could possibly be Merlin's staff or something else. I could be wrong, but I cannot tell who this is though, because You know, we do not see their face. The only thing we do see is their armor plating, and their armor plating is red with a whole bunch of knight looking armor. So yeah, he also has a staff, this blue staff, like I mentioned to you guys. This could be Merlin's staff, or perhaps I could be wrong. I don't know. For the looks of it, looks like it's actually getting smaller. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but you know, it looks like it's getting smaller for him, so he can actually grasp it, since it's going to be hidden within the, you know, the earth and all of that. And of course, maybe Vivian has a role with that, because as you guys already know, Vivian's DNA has something special to it, which is why Sir Anthony Hopkins is, you know, guarding her along with Hot Rod and everything else. So let's continue on. We see more of the Knights battle right here, yada yada yada. They're fighting each other. Sir Anthony Hopkins is talking about the history of the Transformers once more, and we see Dragonstorm flying by, and we see the Knights and the humans making their pact together, and we see the organic Cybertron coming towards Earth and the moon. We see Optimus Prime right here, evil Optimus Prime, and of course this man goes crazy and decides to stab a knight. Look at this, he just decides to stab him. He just doesn't care anymore. Freaking monster. He looks like a boss too. Gosh, let's look at that one more time. One more time, guys. I'm sorry, this guy's a freaking savage. He doesn't even care no more, just stabbing robots left and right. Holy, he's getting crazy with his sword. So, you know, as I continue on, we have more scenes with Bumblebee and Optimus Prime fighting, and we actually get to see some different perspective with different camera shots. And you know, we see Bumblebee using his hammer, and I gotta say, it's so freaking awesome. Now, not too long ago, when the Secret Pass TV spot was revealed, we saw a lot of things in that trailer, deep hidden secrets, and one of those things was the fact that we saw Bumblebee in World War II. Bumblebee was pretty much a huge presence during the World War era for the humans. Now, something I also wanted to point out, and I did point it out in the Secret TV Spot Pass breakdown, we saw a hammer-shaped form thingy, whatever, and it was on Bumblebee's back. Bumblebee had some type of weapon on his back, and it looked like it was this hammer right here. And I want to guess that this is going to be Bumblebee's signature weapon, because as you guys already know, some of the Transformers has their signature weapons and all of that. Crosshairs has his freaking Tommy guns, Drift has his swords, Optimus Prime has his one sword, and maybe this hammer right here is Bumblebee's signature weapon. Maybe this isn't the Forge of Solus Prime. Maybe this isn't some ancient artifact. Perhaps this is just Bumblebee having a signature weapon, and I gotta say, if that's the case, I'm up for it. I'm perfectly fine with Bumblebee having some type of signature weapon for himself. You know, it brings the character out of the Transformers and all of that, and I'm looking forward to see how they use it. We already see him using it on Optimus Prime a couple of times, slamming it on his face, yada yada yada. But it's pretty darn nice to see that he's using this hammer and all of that. So let's continue on. So we see Optimus Prime with the hammer being thrown at his face. Optimus Prime slams Bumblebee, as we see many times. And we see this force field thingy, which still confuses me though. We see Barricade chasing Bumblebee, and for the first time we actually see a little scene and a little fight between them. We see Bumblebee transforming, and he shoots Barricade, and just like that, I believe Barricade is actually transforming right now. Yeah, he just flips him over and all of that. And this scene right here had me dying. Holy, I want to actually show you guys the audio. This right here, I couldn't stop laughing at that.
I love you, man. What are you doing? I'm dying. It was a beanbag.
It was so freaking awesome, man.
I felt it go through me.
I felt it go through me. We see Hound once more, gathering with his guns and all of that. I don't even know if I said that right. Quintessa right here. I do believe this is Quintessa. I don't know what other Transformer will even look like this, but I'm pretty sure that this is Quintessa. I'm pretty sure we all can agree that this is Quintessa right here. She's looking, well, gorgeous. I don't know what other word to use. I don't know if gorgeous was the word, but we see her right here. We see a canopy, you know. We see more destruction, more action scenes, yada yada yada. This June, we actually see Megatron's face up close with his battle mask. It looks pretty darn sick. We see him shooting something, and I do believe he's in the junkyard. So you guys can clearly see it from the background. He's definitely in the junkyard. What's he doing in the junkyard? I do believe this is Cade and Isabella's new home. And right now Megatron is in the junkyard, so maybe he raided it with his Decepticons. I have no idea, but it's clear that we do see him inside of a junkyard, so that's pretty darn interesting. We see more action scenes right here, more destruction once more, and we see Optimus Prime cutting some robots. I'm trying to see who did he cut. I believe this could be the robots of Infernicus. I could be wrong, but he does cut something and I can't tell. I'm gonna check it out one more time. Try to get a slow motion. Looks like the robots were combined actually. If you guys look at them, try to get a good shot. Yeah, looks like the robots were combined. Holy. One more time. I think the robots were actually combined. I think this was actually Infernicus. Optimus Prime cuts one of them off and they all spread apart. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just taking a quick look at it right now. I do believe that they were combined though. At least into a mini robot, and I think Optimus Prime cuts them and they split in half, and this is where he kills them all with one sword swing, which is pretty darn awesome still. We see more shots of Optimus Prime. Megatron's battling something. I'm trying to see. Well, he's actually battling Hot Rod. If you guys look in the background right now, that is Megatron right here. He's actually battling Hound and Hot Rod right here. That's Hot Rod. That's Hound. You guys see the cigarette? Holy! I'm getting excited. Megatron is battling Hound and Hot Rod right here. You guys can actually see it right now. Megatron is definitely battling Hound and Hot Rod. You see Hound's cigarette right here. Megatron hits him or scratches him, and we see Hot Rod in the back left of the corner doing something, probably trying to jump onto Megatron to prevent Megatron from killing Hound and all of that. And I gotta say, this is pretty darn awesome. Megatron is having a 1v2 with the Autobots, and it makes me extremely happy because it lets me know that Megatron is going to be having his personal spotlight, and it makes me happy to know that he's actually going to be having a nice purpose in this film instead of being cannon fodder. So I hope he doesn't kill Hound. Hound is one of my favorite Autobots, but if he does kill Hound, so be it. You guys already know I'm a Decepticon at heart, so that's pretty darn awesome. Megatron's having a 1v2. We see Grimlock once again. This is actually like the second time we see Grimlock because, you know, we don't see much of him, and he does a tail whip onto Barricade. That's right. You guys can clearly see that this is Barricade. You guys can see the police. I'm going to rewind it just a bit. You guys can see that this is Barricade right here, and Grimlock does a tail spin and uses his flamethrower breath. So that's freaking awesome. I don't know why Barricade is fighting Grimlock. Barricade, you're pretty silly if that's the case. Grimlock is a giant ancient transformer, and he can kill you with ease, so he needs to be careful. More action shots, and right now we see one of the things that confused most of us right now. How is this possible? I have no idea. This threw me off completely, but holy, this still drives me crazy. I can't believe that this actually happened, and I gotta say, this was definitely the biggest highlight so far for the Transformers trailers, because we actually see Bumblebee take himself apart, then uses his, you know, separate body parts to freaking attack each of the robots, and it was so freaking awesome. And he's like, oh yeah, I did that. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it right there. We just did a quick breakdown of the Transformers International trailer, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried to, you know, keep it pretty simple, not too long, and I want to let you guys know that we saw a couple of interesting things in this trailer, such as Megatron doing a 1v2 with Hound and Hot Rod. So that's pretty darn awesome. I'm glad to know that Megatron will be having his spotlight in the film, and you know, I'm just overall happy to know that this trailer, this movie, it's right around the corner from me, and I cannot wait to see it. It's gonna be so freaking awesome. It's gonna have action, it's gonna have humor, and it's gonna have some heart, because we're gonna see a lot of things happening in terms of betrayal, in terms of action, just in terms of everything. I don't know, I'm just saying in terms at this point, but needless to say, I cannot wait for this movie, guys. It's right around the corner, and I'm pretty darn pumped. I'm pretty darn excited, and I just can't wait. It's gonna be so freaking awesome, and I'm pretty sure you guys cannot wait as well. But with that being said though guys, thank you guys for watching nonetheless. This is Sound Jordan here, or I'll leave all links inside the description, as well as I will leave my Twitter inside the description if you guys like to leave a follow on there as well. With that being said though guys, thank you guys for watching once more. This is Sound Jordan here. Once again, peace, late, and see you guys in the next Transformers The Last Night video. I'm out to have a lovely, awesome, splendid